The rise of Jawless and Jawfish, the birth of the vertebrate spine. Around half a billion years ago, the oceans were filled with life, but not the kind we would recognize today. There were no sharks, no fish with fins, and certainly no creatures with jaws. Instead, the seas were dominated by small, soft-bodied animals and a strange group of early vertebrates, the jawless fish or ignatans. These early fish looked nothing like modern fish. They had no jaws, no pair fins, and their bodies were often covered with soft skin or simple armor plates. But they had something truly revolutionary. The first vertebrate spine, the flexible rod, called the notochord, allowed them to swim with much more strength and control than any invertebrate before the with this innovation. Vertebrates and officially began their story. Among these jawless pioneers were the hagfish-like and lamprey-like creatures. Lampreys, with their round section, mouths, and rows of teeth, are direct descendants of these ancient forms. Their simple but effective body design helped them survive for hundreds of millions of years. But evolution never stopped. Around 450 million years ago, something extraordinary happened. Mutation in the early vertebrate skull and gill arches led to a completely new structured jaw. This was one of the most important revolutions in the history of life. With jaws, animals could bite, grasp, crush, and tear for the first time. Predators became faster, stronger, and more efficient. Herbivores could chew tougher plants. The entire oceanic ecosystem changed forever. The first animals to take advantage of this new superpower were the jawfish, or natestons. Among them were the placoderm, heavily armored fish with powerful jaws. Creatures like the ankylosteus, one of the most fearsome predators in Earth's history. With jaws that could stab with the force of a truck, the ankylosteus rolled the Devonian seas. Alongside them appeared the early cartilaginous fish, relatives of modern sharks and rays. Instead of bone, their skeletons were made of cartilage, light, flexible, and perfect for fast movement. These early sharks may have looked simple, but they carried the blueprint for some of the ocean's future top predators. Another lineage, the loopfin fish, developed strong, fleshy fins supported by bones. These fins were so sturdy and adapted that millions of years later they would evolve into the limbs of amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. And all of this, the rise of sharks, the dominance of placoderms, and even the first animals walking on land, was only possible because of that first step, the invention of the vertebrate spine and evolution from jawless fish to jawed fish. It is one of the most remarkable transitions in the history of life, a story that ultimately leads to every vertebrate that has ever existed. including us, the birth of the vertebrate.